Just as I sneeze. Oh, that sucks. Ugh. Man, that sucked. That was actually pretty decent shit. And I don't know if I should just be streaming on YouTube or just Twitch or like, you know, I don't even know. Oh wait, nah. I always go like, oh, we should play Donkey Kong music. That stuff would be great. I'm like, ba 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 booey, bibbidi bobbidi boo boo. Yo, 144p, thank you. I don't need it at ridiculous. Oakley dokely, righty. Oh. Dungeondraft is like a map making tool. From what I've been using with it, it's actually pretty powerful. All things considered. Oh, yo, why is my setting still set to fucking Overwatch 2? That's not right. Ah, yo. Done. Cool. Please stay that way. Yeah, nice. Cool. And I always go like editing like how everything is and stuff. I just can never settle on like the right like format. Oh, it might take a hot minute. He installed an SSD as well, so I got a lot of stuff in here. So I should have preloaded while I was playing a game. I've actually gone and split up my first map. I'm splitting it up into 2 maps. I will at some point be hopefully running online campaigns. Yeah, I like homebrew campaign. I'm quite enjoying telling a story as a DM, like first time DMing and stuff like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Ain't bad. It's interesting. You know, I'm learning along with the players. So yeah, it could definitely be worse. Definitely worse. I got a good little group. They're pretty chill. They're happy just to hang out and just play the game and you know, jump in mechanics and stuff like that. I have one veteran player. and 4 players in total, so it's a good little mix. It was initially just 3 players that had no experience, but then I hit up my brother-in-law and I was like, yo, do you want to play D&D? I know you want to play D&D for a bit. And he was willing to put his campaign to the side for the moment, so we could play D&D. But what the fuck is going on? What the hell just happened? I just lost everything for a hot minute there. Like, Dungeondraft. Ooh! Oh! Yikes. Did he... You good, bud? Man. I mean, we need to get to run games through a VTT. Okay, Dungeondraft did not like that. Okay, give Dungeondraft another minute. Sheesh. It is pretty CPU intensive, like, in all honesty. This map is kinda big as well. It's kind of a big map. She can't a bit stonk. She can't bit emotive. Exit that might free up some stuff. Man. She's thinking hard. This is the first time I actually had Dungeondraft crash from me. I think it's because I'm streaming at the same time. As trying to load in a bunch of shit. It's gonna happen like that, I think. It's just gonna do that. You know, whatever. It's fine. It's like, shit, I'll open up just a little game and play a little game while waiting. But I don't think I should now. Oh boy. Come on, DD, you can do it, man. You got it. Dang, 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 diddly dang, 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 dang. And we're getting there. We're heckin' getting there. Just waiting now. Just holding on. Let me just quickly post some shit. Yeah. Damn, this page has been inactive for ages. Hey, here we go. She loaded. Aye. Okay, so this is pretty cool. I've been watching some stuff about map making and stuff like that in D&D. And there's a few people that I've been watching. Let me pull them up. Let me pull up their names. No. Oh, okay. Oh shit. Who have I been watching lately? No, dude, dang. That's what happens, you get so used to a mobile environment. Man, now I have to go to my library. Hang on, I'm finding him. I'm hunting him down. Fuck. Oh. I'm coming up close to him. Hang on. Oh man, I watch way too much fucking YouTube. Fake Fairy Tale on YouTube. Really, really great tutorials. Makes some really nice stuff. But I've just been playing around some things, so let's just go and have a look at this first map. How the fuck does my grid? I can turn off the grid. So, here is the overall look of map number 1. She a bit fucking wide. We're gonna go make this room here, next. And there is another room attached to here, but, if any of my players jump on the stream, that will be kind of awkward, but, who cares? We're gonna do that bit next. So we're gonna do these two rooms that are hanging off the side here. Ideally, we want to be putting some more stuff down, because it's kind of sad looking at the moment. It is kind of sad looking at the moment. Like, here took fucking ages, so I had to place down so many fucking bodies for the setting. Yeah, that was fun. Layering all that by age and stuff like that. Really great asset pack as well. I can't remember the asset anyway. Yeah, playing with a little bit of foliage and how to make that look a little bit more natural and the sort. I think it's doing alright. It's doing okay. I mean, there's definitely areas I can improve, like the spatterings of mushrooms. Like, they look pretty swell. And the texturing of the dirt and stuff like that. Like, layering out just like a flat texture, kind of a pain in the dick, not gonna lie. And also, when it comes to like light and stuff, this was something else. So like, if I go, no. Wait. Yeah, so like ambient light color, we want to like. So the map is ideally going to be like this dark. Okay, so like. Then we bring in some light. Like some light that hangs off like a point like this. Like, actually, hang on. Let's turn up its intensity. A bit more. So we bring in some light like this. We want to sort of like have the shadows like bouncing off and around like that. Sometimes the walls actually, so like I had to map out like areas for all the walls here. I cannot remember for the life of me how I did it. But we did it. So that way the light, for the way we built this, the light actually doesn't penetrate through anything, which is really great. It's kind of phenomenal. So light can be like, so we can make the light like bigger. So we can make this light like really big. Like ideally, if you're walking around with like a magical light, this is what it's going to be like. Like really, really chill stuff. And this is like, this would be adding baked in lighting. So if I had a little light source like right here, I could set like just over here, I could set that there's a little light source here. And it makes the rest of the cave feel really dark. Or if they're like, there's a light source in here, like it's pitch bright from like up above in here, like cool. But like the rest of the cave, yo, what about the rest of the cave? Also kind of like how they've got like canopy lights, like that's kind of cool, like from above. And then like things like this, like deep canopy lights, like a bit of a smattering. It's like different, they are like different like bits of camo, which is whatever. And you could probably change this to like, yeah, like to do like a blood splatter. You could do that too, like because it is cascade, it is sort of like being blocked out. So if there's like an explosion, you could like bake in this light, so that is like, it's quite prevalent that it's there. Sort of just basic light stuff. That's pretty cool. I like this. I like this light. That has to be a favorite so far. So it's like a somebody's just opened a door. What? What? No way, man. So like, there's a door over here. So if I can be like, oh, there's a light on in here. Somebody's gone and opened the door. Ooh, I wonder what it could be. You know, that's a pretty cool way to immerse players and stuff. Like, a bit more like baked in lighting. So like if I wanted a little bit more like cornered, like deeper cornered lighting, like the rotation's pretty slow though. That's my only issue. I just want a little sconce there or something like that. Like, obviously I'd bring down like the intensity a bit because, you know, they're not particularly bright. Just sit that boy there, boom. Suddenly you got like a really nice soft light. Like this could be like emanating from somebody's window, like even because this is like probably player view. Like that's a nice little like soft light. I like that. That's cool. Like this is why I was like Dungeondraft straight away. Oh my god, the lighting, the power with the tool you could use, it's great. So instead of fuck-assing around, let's actually get to building this room. So let's start with smattering out the groundwork. So we're gonna go to terrain brush. We're gonna go we're gonna bleed him out a bit this way. Probably turn up the intensity as well. Not just a blank line for the wall. And this is just like a basic layout, like just like a basic at the moment. Nothing too crazy. It's a whatever. It's gonna be about yay big. Yeah. We need to add the rest of the terrain. Actually, did we start off with this terrain? I think we started off with this terrain. Shit. Yeah, that looks about right. I mean, like, we can just always, like, go over it to make it look more like that over time. Which is fine. I mean, realistically, we just want to be setting up walls right now. So we've got the walls coming in, they're going to go out this way. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go to the path tool. Where's my path tool at, yo? my path tool go? There we go, path tool. And we're not going to go for any of that. We're going to back to these walls. So, going back up here. So not the frozen ones. We want the actual dark grey ones. Let's quickly change the environment color. Lines, environment, boom. So we just have a better idea of consistency on things. And so that way it's, you know, it's viewable. Boom. Okay. Alright, let's go to that pathing tool. Path tool. Did I miss it? No. No, we're not. We're not doing paths, man. Paths are silly. That's silly. That's silly. We're not doing paths. I totally forgot. We're going objects. And, we're going, tags. We're looking for, not basins. We're looking for caves. We're going tile base. This is what we're doing. Did I go too far? No, we don't want none of this mossy shit. Oh, dang, I didn't know about that. Was it under cavern? Shit. No. No, it wasn't this. It wasn't that. No, it wasn't any of that, I don't think. No, it definitely wasn't that, because that's not how this rest of these stones are laid out. Man, I forgot what it was called. Uh-oh. Modular caves, here we go. So, what we want to do is turn on the grid, turn off snapping just for this little bit, because it will be a bit finicky. So I want them to link together nicely like that. Yeah, pretty much. And we're gonna bake in all these shadows because we've already baked in a shit ton of shadows already, and we just haven't done anything around this door yet. Now for this, now we can turn back on snapping. Because we're gonna overlap this a touch. No, not that one. Yep, perfect. Boom. We're gonna find something that might suit a bit better. What are we looking for? We're looking for a mirror. Hey. Ah, that would be the perfect point. So we're going to turn off snapping for this bit. I'm just gonna sink this lad back there. Boom. there. Yeah, that's gonna look good. And then I'm gonna do a little blaspheming right now because this cave actually leads to something cool, and it's up to my players to find out what cool shit that is. Whoa! Yep, nice. Nice. We just gotta build this along now. And like with this modular stuff, it's like super easy to make. It's just like a tile set, like so it's like realistically nothing crazy to put together, and the overlapping stuff is like really easy. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over to here. I'm gonna go to crypts, and oh, that's a contrast. That is indeed a contrast. Modular dungeons. Let's have a look-see. Yo, we need to scale you up, my boy. Right there. That's pretty much even in my books. Eh.
Whatevsies. That's fine for me.
Yeah.
What am I looking for?
We're not snapping because we will need to make it super straight. Boom. And that we've done that, we can clutter the shit out of this as well, because there's meant to be a bit of collapsed rock and stuff that will rape around through here. And this is like a wall of sorts. We can add some decorations in. In fact, we're gonna go, yeah, we're still on over. Hang on. Easily 2. Let's go. We should actually finish painting the rest of the floor. Okay, so now we've got the layout down. We're gonna actually paint the floor so it looks more like that out there, but a little bit cleaner. This has been sealed for a very long time, sort of deal. Like, you know, open outwards, walk in. Oh shit, yeah. Oh shit. What we can actually do is what you doing? Looking good? She looking okay?
Yeah.
She very yellow mushrooms.
Yeah.
Not bad. Sorry, I just had to drink a drink. So, let's go through this. Let's start with, yo, was there any, like, floor textures? What is this? Dungeon end. Steps. Yeah, that's a whatever, to be honest. There are doors and stuff, I don't care about that. I need floors. Pillars. What pillars have we got? I think we're good on pillars. Retaining walls. No, we don't need any of those. Ridge tiles. Those are good for remember for the next, but anyway. Roots.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
What do we need? What are we gonna do, my dude? What are we gonna do? I need something for the floor. Statues in this, I don't know my feels on exactly. Like, kind of basic, which is what ifs. You know, that's no problem. The lion. Yeah. It's just wings of those, like simple shapes. I need like yeah, I actually might be in the paint tool, the terrain brush. Let's reduce the intensity by a bit. Reduce the brush size. Oh, we're already in that. Bring up some gravel in here. No. Oh shit! What did I do? There we go. Just move the whole window. You guys wouldn't have seen it, but very evident on my end. We got. We need some of this like cave floor. Break up some like gray, like. Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting a little bit more looky-loo. A little bit in front of this wall. Just not as much of that stuff. This is a pretty clear area, should be at least. Terrain gravel. Ugh! No, we didn't use you. Unless I just reduce the intensity like crazy. Yeah, no, we did not use you. Like, actually disgusting. Yeah, no. Oh, God. Oh, hang on. That's it. Just a little bit of this, like under here. Gotta drop the intensity a bit more for here. Reduce the intensity down. Go back to the over with the gravel. K4 a bit more. Gotta put the intensity up. Yes, that's what we want. That's looking good. Just need to, like, that's a lot of gravel there. We don't need that much gravel. We can separate it out with some of this grass. Some dirt, like, just around the edges. Like, the brown, the poo-poo gonna go on the edges. That's just how this shit happens. We fix up our edges here with, like, just the terrain here. Boom. Come back around. Boom. Come back over this way. Boom. Get a couple of clicks on that. See, you got a bit coming through here. That's okay. We just go over that. Damn, she cleaned it up good. Oh my gosh. We will need to change his terrain. Wow. Place it with... wasn't any of that. Definitely was not any of that. No. Probably closer to this. I can't say. Nothing's really going to be too intense in one section. You gotta try and break it up and diffuse sort of the area, like I like this wet mud purely because you can just layer it in sections. Just put it around areas to make it seem like you'd have a bit more like at this door here. And you just bring it up along around here. And then you go over this grass, sparse, and just like lightly bring up a little patches that like, you know, like that bit there needs to kind of go away a bit. So I'm gonna put some rock one over it. Go over it back with some terrain. And it sort of just fades out. I think because we've created this this line here. Yo. Oh shit. Because So I got rid of the black fudge nuggets. Love you, Belle. Au revoir. See you, nerd.
I'll leave. Your waiter going to the boys' room?
Yeah,
He said to me.
yeah. Cause they're gross. Yeah, love you, bye. What was that? Yeah, leave out this thing. It's fine. Dang, 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 dang. So a bit of conundrum now. I don't think I've done much with that, because I need that black. Shit, where was that black? Okay, cool. Well, we're just gonna have to go over these little black sections with the stone tiles. That's the only thing that is a bit of a worry with this. Is that you get a limited palette when it comes to this. I think it's to save on memory and the sort. But yeah, kind of a pain in the dick. If I do say so myself. Boom, like that's not as nice dirty as this, but it's still nice dirty. It just hasn't been touched as much. Like this is all shuffled around, and this is like, it's there. Probably would want to go over a touch with the cave floor, just over the top. Like, I don't like how good some of this is looking. Probably needs a bit more, just like over dirt, just a bit everywhere. A bit more gravel. And I think we're kind of good. Now we're just gonna add the little extra bits. So we've fairly simple like layering of like your palette across the board. You can make some really good looking shit. Some good looking rooms. Without all that much skill. And I mean, it's a pretty basic program. It's not something that's gonna require crazy amounts of skill. It's just really about learning the tool. And that's like pretty much most of any, I think, with these map making sort of products, is just learning the tool. And I'm really new with this so like it definitely is something that you can probably pick up with enough time fairly quickly. Like I've only been using for like maybe a week a bit, so you know, it's not super hard to pick up. You just got to make sure you get the packs. You know, I spent $5 to get to sign up to a Patreon, download a bunch of packs, and that was it. Like, not everybody has $5. Can I get that? But you know, there's cheap options there. The Dungeondraft, like there's modules for it. Currently, what I'm using is just a really good module pack. Okay, so now that we've we blacked out this section here. And I'm sufficiently okay with how it is looking. And it looks all nice and put together. What we can go ahead and do is pretty much just, because there's nothing going to be laid, there's none of these little steps and sections in there. We don't have to put any blast down. We just have to splatter some stone in there, a little bit of rubble coming from this section around here, and let's see, get rid of that. Yeah, which is just placing items. Like, it's just objects. I mean, with the scatter tool, we can just go. We could go. Gosh, where are we? We can go. Those overlay patches. No, don't want any of that. Rocks. Nah, they're too big. Rubble pieces. Come on. You just color match it with this wall? It's kind of there. Not really, it's a bit lighter. We're just gonna get sandstone here, aren't we? Yeah, we are. With this. Kind of. Kind of. Hang on, I just hit a ping. Where did I get pinged from? Who the heck pinged me? Oh, man. Dang. I got pinged. I don't know where the heck I got pinged from. Unless it's in the lo-fi stuff, and then it made the fool of me. Then I got goofed on. I think I've been goofed on though. Yeah, I think this is as close as I'm gonna get to it. Which is fine. Hey, that's chill. What we can do is we can take some of these little scattery rock bits. No, we don't need that. Anything that big. No, actually, no, because we're in the scatter tool. We want the object tool. Man. Braziers. No. Looks Bricks and tones, boulders, bridges. I'm thinking about what I can throw here. Oh, candles are probably not a bad idea, to be honest. This would be the place for it. We're gonna remove the grid, so we're not stuck on it. We're gonna go to the underlayer, so that way, layer 1. There we go. I'm just gonna throw some candle here. We'll do some individuals. These are old, like old candles, like this place hasn't been used, sort of deal. Like that's what we're going for. It's been a long time. You just sort of want to like put them out a little bit randomly like that, so that way when we layer these lights in, we sort of have to make these ones fit, because you know nothing's perfect. It's always a little bit funky putting stuff down. It's like just real life stuff. That. We chuck some doubles in. Like this. And like that, I think. That's pretty good. Trail it off with like one of these doubles like this, just like that. I'm just gonna do the same thing for this one here. I'm gonna grab a few more of these, I'm gonna scatter them out just a little bit randomly. Rolls in that one. Yeah, some of these ones in between, like boom, boom. I'm gonna lay these ones in here. Some of these doubles as well, like so. Go. Cool. You know, they had illuminated these two sections of the wall, because here I'm gonna throw a brazier, like a done brazier, like one that's been out for a long time. Some deal. Boom. This one. You know. Sort of like the design, like, you know, I want a bit more intrigue, sort of deal. And you gotta present your players with these like weird little hooks, sort of deal. Is that like, you know, there's obviously have some put some thought into this room, into this cave system that they've just fallen into. Like, what is this gonna do with anything? And that's something they'll have to find out. Yeah. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. I'm quite liking. I really do love Dungeondraft. It's a cool little program. Yeah, it's a really cool little program. Let us grab. Man, I'm just don't know what the fruitcakes happened to the the rocks. Like, I don't know where I found those rocks from. And I kind of need them in here. Explosives. Like, these are fallen leaves. This room ain't gonna have no leaves. Or any greenery. Like, oh wait. Wait. Aha. What are you called? Pebblestone slate. Shit, where the fuck did you guys come from? What the fuck? Try to see. And these can make like a massive difference in here. I'm gonna go here. Rotate a bit. We're gonna have some of these ones instead. We want to sparse it up with some of these white ones. These ones? Yeah, these ones. Is it okay if we make like smaller versions of the same one? Like really emphasize like the chips in a corner sort of deal? Like, and even I ran like this one around edges and stuff. You know, it just adds a little bit more to the map. You know, obviously, it's not going to be perfect, and it doesn't need to be perfect. It's kind of meant to be random. Yeah, like, you know, that's looking pretty decent. You know, a bit of the clutter and all that sort of jazz. It's looking pretty good. What I probably will end up doing, what I will end up doing, yeah, there's a bit of moisture coming to here, so we should have like moss. There should definitely be like moss and shit in here. That's a must-have. It needs to happen. It needs to be moss in here. So for like people at home's sake, I've been drawing these down in a little graph book, where all the encounters are and stuff like that. And I was like, you know, it would be really great if I had digital versions of these maps. So that's what I'm doing. They take way longer than the graph paper to make. To make nice looking ones, make competent looking ones, should I say. A bit more work goes into them. Oh shit, I got the sweep. Like, you know, that's, and I've got like one more room to add, but yeah, that room's gonna be a little bit more involved. Like, caves ain't too exciting to make. Like, you don't get the opportunity to make them look like phenomenal, especially this cave. This is, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. So we gotta add a room going up into here, and then we gotta add a spiral, like a little bit of a swirl that goes like sort of barrels down around here and goes down further and deeper. So like a key function of this first part of the map is to teach the players about like combat and stealth and cover and things. So pretty much at the moment my players got into this room here, so they've had their combat in here and gotten used to the idea of combat, had a bunch of checks and rolls and things like that on their way down into the cavern. Like, if I can just indulge myself for a hot minute. So like, they all fell down into this part of the map here. I should probably expand that out a bit further. So they all fell down to this part of the map here. And but like, oh shit, you know, we don't have any weapons and stuff like that, so they got a system that are called sort of like death save weapons. So essentially the weapon, whenever they get a successful hit, they have to roll a d20 and make a death save on the weapon. The weapon has 3 fails, anything below a 10 3 times, and the weapon breaks. So there's weapons there, but it teaches them, like, the idea is that to teach them to like look for things and help set their expectation about how desperate their situation is. So that kind of set a tone initially, and then they come to here. There's like a goblin here. And they can go, okay, then cool, we're gonna fight this guy. So they fight him, kill him, dispatch him, whatever. And then down here is where we introduce another player, and this player's had a little bit of experience in here, and they're getting barreled up by some goblins. So the players go and come and save this player over here, and then goblins start peering out of these little holes in the wall that I've made along here, and like goblins and kobolds, they just sort of slide out in their belly and just fly out there and start fighting and stuff. And so it gets them into like a little bit of more thinking about like the tactical combat and turn orders and actions and reactions and things like that. So it's fairly fair combat. These are like 1/8 CR creatures, and so they get through that, and then you're like, okay guys, you can take a short rest. You're exhausted, you can take a short rest. So they take a short rest, teach about the hit die, and about using that, and they go, oh, can't we just take a long rest? And you go, no, you cannot. This is dangerous. If you were to take a long rest, well, because they knew, you wouldn't say no. You would explain to them that your characters probably, that's even putting it worse. The way I explained it was that if you were to take a long rest, you most likely wouldn't get your long rest because you are in a high stress situation already, You're in a stressful situation already. You've just entered into these areas against your will. And these things are popping out of the cave, popping out of the holes in the wall. Like, it's not great. So, they're like, okay, cool. If they're inquisitive, they'll be like, oh, what's the statue? I'm gonna make perception checks and stuff like that. And if they're doing good, then cool. If they're not, then they miss out on some some stuff. So make their way down here. As they sort of get to this area, they'll notice the goblin down here, the singular, like the one kobold here and a goblin here and a goblin here facing away from him. So if there's a rogue in the party, then hey, yo, do you want to roll stealth and surprise them? Oh, that's a good idea. Communicate it to your party. That's what you're gonna do. You know, that way the party can then hold they can all then roll initiative. Rogue goes on first, top of the round, gets to go in, makes their movement, do the stealth attack, and the other members can then go in, and then it's actual combat. Because these guys will be surprised. More guys will pop out of the holes in the wall. Like 1-2 more guys will pop out of the holes in the wall because they are squishy at this point in time. In this area, actually throughout this whole entire zone, these types of zones that will go down through, the goblins and the kobolds are fighting each other. So if your party is sort of like struggling, you could throw in like a kobold that will come and like punch on with some goblins with them, and then realize what they've done, and then look at the players and do what a kobold does best and go, oh no, and then piss off back through a hole in the wall. You know, a little bit of Deus Ex Machina, but it helps it feel like alive that these kobolds and goblins are like fighting amongst each other. That it is war between these goblins and kobolds. That's if your party's perceptive. They may just see it as, oh god, they're coming out of the walls. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, please stop. And you can ease and add more of that. If they look like they're enjoying the combat and they're not really eating shit too much, then awesome. If one of them goes down, you get to teach them about death saves on top of that and what death is and things like that. Obviously, you know, the idea is to cater around the players so that way the players aren't going to be all like, oh, we are just being killed. We are not enjoying this sort of deal. Which is, you know, you don't want that to happen, so you know, ease it off and add more as you go through, so it's like a little bit of a dynamic area where you are adding more or less. You're not making it too hard of a fight, but you're not making it too easy. And then once they come through here, there'll be some little areas in here that I've got to put in that will have cover, half and full cover, and there'll be like 1 or 2 more enemies in here. Without any more tunnel hoppers as of yet. But the next zone, the zone just below here, which widens out, will actually open up into like the greater area, and then that will teach them about range combat, and do effectively do you have to take this fight? Is this necessarily a fight? Are you guys competent enough to be able to take on these things that are in the sky that can just fly up and out of your reach? Like disengaging the sword, is that going to be, you know, you slowly use the goblin disengage every time you use the goblin disengage, and you use the kobold pack tactics to show that, you know, these are dynamic creatures. They will do things to try and stay alive. You know, you ham it up a bit. You give one of the one of the goblins a fucking the rage feat, like the rage, you know, barbarian skill. Like, just do it. Give them that. Things are dangerous here. You know, you got to be careful. So down from here is going to be like a wider area where they'll get into another encounter where these creatures are passive with them, but they're of the same stuff they've been fighting, so they're winged kobolds. Hey yo, man. Yeah, rage, that's it. Yeah, so rage, Yeah, you give them the barbarian. You give some goblins like the barbarian rage. Like, cool. That, you know, teaches the players like some resistances. Uh, with it. Like, you know, that's a tough goblin. Then that goes from an easy to a tough goblin for like level 3s, like, and especially newbies. So yeah, like, you go through, you know, this is an area where there's a locked door. Do you guys have thieves tools? Don't have thieves tool yet, because all your gear was stripped from you. So you don't have thieves tools yet. And of course, from the first encounter, then they can pick up some weapons. That will meet their regular requirements, not necessarily be what they want, but next zone or two, that's what they end up getting. Hey man, how you doing? How's things? I'm running a D&D campaign, and I currently making some digital maps for so this is like map 1. Session 1, they went from here to here, got into some combat, went, that's a pretty statue, went to here. This is room 2, well, technically room 3. Room 3, room 2 technically. And that was the end of like the 3-4 hour session. And I prepped like seven maps for them. So that's pretty cool. I reckon they're gonna blast through the next like 3 maps. Not sure how I can interpret the map maker. Well, it's like top down, so it's like top down. Like, this is realistically like if they were playing online. Essentially, I want to make this like an online campaign so people I don't know, can like jump on and play and stuff like that, and we can do it over like D&D like Forge, or like whatever the other one is, Roll20, and go from there and stuff. Essentially, they get dropped from the city and fall into here. They land on the piles of bodies, get some weapons and stuff. They're all ex-prisoners, and because they're new players, it's like Eye of the Beholder teaching you stuff. Yeah. So like they'll have their little tokens that will be moving and shuffling around, ideally when it goes online and stuff, and so that they can move around and stuff, and you know, figure out about stuff about combat, about ambushing, locked doors, about tools that they may or may not have the skills to do it, investigating stuff and taking up environmental context clues. This section here is about stealth and about like resistances. This is where the Goblin Barbarian will pop in. Over here, if their combat went well, they'll take a short rest. As they go up through here, more narrower combat where they don't necessarily can make all the close-fitting areas because they're all about the same size. And then down here, I'm just going to put down some barriers in a second, and it's going to be about cover. So there'll be a kobold here, which will be casting Burning Hands, which is a cone effect. So like 20 feet, like 5, 10, 15, 20 by 15, and so they're burning this section. So if they duck, if they go prone behind the cover, they got full cover. So I'm modifying Burning Hands for this kobold, just being like, he's just fucking like leashing this stuff up here. He's holding his action. He's got this stuff. His fingertips are just light, and he's just waiting for you to enter. So it's about them taking their moving and going prone and stuff like that, and being able to like actually take that like tactical approach, and sort of really cements that sort of idea with them. And then the next zone that they go into will be verticality. Do they necessarily have to fight this fight? Next fight. Sort of like, well, you're just sort of standing there at the moment. Everybody's standing there at the moment. You don't really have to fight necessarily. But I mean, you can. There's definitely would be rewards if you did. Nobody's going to stop you from doing it, but should you? Which I've always liked the idea of that sort of stuff. Yeah, so, and rewards for each, so they come back to this area, and this area will open up and give them a bunch of lore and shit, and some direction about the story and things like that. And then over here is going to be a blocked off area that if they investigate properly, they could have removed the rubble in a way and done a few checks to remove the rubble to make sure it doesn't like fall on them or anything like that, and either meet up with some NPCs or find something cool. So we're now going to make this section. Actually, no, we're going to finish this section here. We're going to remove the grid. And we're going to go back to the path tool. Path tool. And we're going to shadows. I think they're down. Just taking this path all the way around. It's going underneath the structures. It's giving a bit of definition to this area. Let's see. Try that again. Shift just to curve that around. That's what I want. Okay, this down around here. A little bit more. Just gives everything a bit more definition. And that way all your shadows are a lot sort of like nicer. Catch what I'm throwing? Gives everything that nice definition. Doesn't have to be like cray or anything. And it's like this path tool is so easy to get this stuff going around as well. Like boom, boom, like so quick. And if I was to hand paint this, it would just take freaking forever. And boom, we got the shadows and everything now. Actually, hang on. Mm. No, no, that turned out real bad. Shit. No! That delete. Oh, it fucking did. Bro. Fucking hell. What did it stop it? Yeah, no, it stopped. Oh, it just removed all the lines. Oh, nice, nice. Love me some drawing. Ah, cool, dude. Classic, like, Quentin Tarantino, sort of like, ultraviolet sort of stuff. Like that, nice. And I used to draw stuff like that. And then I got into my, like, Kingdom Hearts Final Fantasy phase, and, yeah, the edge ruined me. Oh, God. You know what? I'm not fighting with that. I'm not fighting with that bit. Like, I'm not fighting with that bit. I've already, like, erased a bunch of stuff. So, we're good. We're good for now. I really like drawing. I've always been, like, a drawer, a bit of an artistic type. Yeah, it's always been something that I've been, like, pretty fond of. Not that I ever would be, like, showing my stuff ever. I got really into, abstract. Like, I don't know, I got really into, like, brutal abstract. Quite like it. I quite like a bit of brutal abstract. It's not gonna lie, it's kind of fucking great. Yeah, and I always, like, loathed it in high school as well. Just, like, absolutely fucking hated abstract. I would refer to it as, like, shit. Whoa. But no, character design was something I always quite enjoyed doing. That's good enough. I'm happy with that. Cool. So we're just gonna quickly save as. Yeah. Because I don't want to lose all of that again. That would devastate me. Yeah. We also have to path this out as well. Is it pathing or is it? I don't think it's pathing. I think it's. It's got to do with something with the light tool. To stop it from doing that. I can't remember what I did. Like, now I can go in behind the walls, which is not what I want. I did something. I used a tool to stop this from happening. So that way the lights would just follow along the walls and stuff. And they won't be in here. Oh, I did something. There was something I did. I haven't broken anything yet. No, we're good. We're still good. Cool. You know, we're still good. Cool. Actually, what I'm gonna do is we're gonna change map size. We're gonna go like 5 tiles up higher. And like 5 tiles lower. Cool. Then we're gonna go back to our terrain brush. Gonna grab our black. Gonna increase the size of our brush and its intensity. And just really start filling this shit out real quick. Awesome. Gonna lower our brush size by a wide margin. Shit smaller. This up, boom, cool. Come down into here. And 75% shadow. What fucking layer is this on? Yo, what fucking layer is this on? Shit, man. Cool, 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 cool. Boom. Shit. It's rain brush. Killing this crap again. Boom. There we go. Fucking looking swell. Got the fade out. And now, the 5 tiles up and 5 tiles below, it gives the map some room to breathe, some air. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Almost done. Yeah, I will be going to bed though. We're gonna save the map. It's like, it's late. And I'm an old man. Yeah, and that's it. So we're gonna do this map later, this section here later, whatever. You know, it's not gonna go online in the next 5 minutes, so yeah. It's turned out a lot better than what I thought. So let's quickly environment. Let's change the ambient and just line 2. Boom! Like, how cool is that? How nice does that look? I reckon that looks pretty cool. Man, that's nice. That's like genuinely nice. Cool. I just like having the light like going around the map and just like seeing how like it all works and stuff like that. It's pretty fucking cool. That's pretty fucking cool. Alright though, I am gonna go to bed. That's me for tonight, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it very much. I will do this more often. I intend to do this more often. That's me for tonight. But yeah, I'm gonna try and stream at least every weekend now. Yeah, thanks, bye.